Watto, Biarchars, and welcome to 60-second Metro
Don't
Game.
turn us into street.
Street.
We're not rap stars.
After what, 1900s gangsters. Watto, Biarchars.
What hell, old cock?
What up?
Well, I'll be the German one. Willkommen.
Shit. Ein
kleiner Mensch.
Ein Schneisers. Schneisers even.
Nottenschein. Und ganz alleine sein. Das kleine Herz stand still für Stunden. So hat man es vertont erfunden. Es war das hart in nassen Sand.
Oh, just medieval. I've created a monster.
Anyway, as you can hear, Mr. Hatton and Mr. Pryor are here with me.
Good
As
night.
usual. Pardon?
Banjo-Kazooie. As an ulterior.
Yeah, let's not say medieval 2 at the end. Let's
No,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I like that one, yeah.
Released in 1998.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I remember playing the demo.
Yeah, no, yeah, haven't they? I remember watching a making of video before the demo and going, "Oh, that looks good." And then actually, back in the days when you got demo discs with the video section on it.
This, I would say this was the first PS1 classic I bought on the network. Bearing in mind I hadn't played it previously, that was the main reason I bought it. And I initially bought it for use in a rival video games production. Before 60-second Gamer was born and before I was betrayed.
Sorry,
Stabbed.
Dad, if you listen.
In the lower spine.
Yeah. Combine a Partridge quote with real life situations.
Cracking.
Yeah.
But it's you take on the role of story-wise. Oh, that's some saggy tits.
Love it.
I'm sorry, I'll put them away.
Yeah,
Shall I?
she's fit. You take on the role of.
This is a very long intro.
It is of Sir Daniel Fortescue, who is a cowardly knight who was put on the front line of a battle against an evil wizard called, is it Zurok? Zarok, that's the one. And he's stabbed in the eye at the first charge, so he didn't even kill anyone, but rumour became legend and what have you, and he sort of became this war hero, if you like. But he can't...
Dead.
Yeah, but he
War
can't enter the Hall of Heroes, which is where all the dead heroes go, because of the fact that he didn't actually do anything heroic to begin with. This Zarok chap gets a liking for taking people's spirits in a nearby village, turning them into brain-dead zombies and resurrecting the dead, which he then accidentally resurrects Sir Daniel Fortescue with rather a bony features and lacking of a bottom jaw as well. And you just play as him hunting him down, essentially, and going through a load of rather comedic levels.
Yeah,
if you
I
will.
may get around to playing this eventually.
It is
You never know.
It's very good.
I've only had it on the network for when did I get my PlayStation? 2008. 4 years this year.
You know, there you go. Look, this is the scene where he
The flashy back.
where he gets his eye shot out. I
remember the review for this. Going way
you're
back
not.
in official PlayStation magazine.
You're not
And,
sorry.
I think it got a 7 out of 10. So
Yeah, that's a fair cop for it.
Let's have a look. See what I can find for the Metacritic reviews.
I mean, it's by no means incredible. I mean, sometimes the controls can feel a little bit clunky and hard to get your head around, but a lot of it is very well paced out. The dialogue in it's fantastic. The way that the voice acting and things like that is just...
Yeah. Shall we see if we can play a bit?
Yes.
Daniel Fortescue, see? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspired to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he had 4 more words and
I
you
know.
cut him short. And you even would have heard Sir Daniel as well.
Well,
You swine.
well.
There you go. But and now, I mean, you go through several different worlds from what I can remember of it. You start off in like the graveyard, and then you move to... I can't remember where he moves to after that. But there is bits in like like forests with these enormous, great big bloody eagle things. And I remember there's one level vaguely where you had to steal an egg of this massive falcon for this mad old witch. It was quite.
I apologise for the dog. She's mental, and there's no one actually knocking on the door.
No, she just thinks there is.
Although Mr. Hatton did seem to sense something amiss just there, because he was just like. It's like if you had dog ears, one would have just twitched like that.
Twitched up a little bit. I say.
I know, okay.
I mean, you sort of looked over towards the window and just went. and then round.
I was trying to clear my nose, if anything.
I see. Right. Maybe that's what dogs do sometimes. What's better?
Because for some reason I have been inflicted with a snotty nose.
Nothing to do with me. Previously having a cold.
If it is your fault, I'll...
I want to know how you passed it on.
By merely sneezing and the germs went into the air.
There was no canoodling.
No.
No, I'm not insinuating there was.
Let's
or
not
am I?
spark any more rumours. You're going down that, barking up that alley. But back to the game in hand. Yeah,
Come on, you've played it.
I know.
Tell us about it.
I've lost track of where my words
Talk.
were going then.
We were just talking about the story and the
Yes,
voice acting was good.
There was very clever boss battle at the end, where
Which we don't see because you didn't play far enough
No, I
into
didn't
it.
quite go that. The cheat didn't let me go that far. Not that
Cheating again.
Not that we would
Yeah.
use any cheats like that.
Well, unlike us, we play the game and then capture it, and
No, hang on.
and just
I
plays
recall,
it.
if you watch the He-Man review, which Mr. Hatton was playing, he walked through a lot of fire without a single bit of health
because he's
being
He-Man.
taken from him.
He-Man,
I
he's the
think
master
that
of
might
the
be an
universe.
Damn
you,
invincibility
He-Man.
cheat by any slim chance.
Wait,
And there's also a bit
no.
of the last level, which there wasn't previously a save for. I wonder where that came from.
Level skip.
There you go.
No, but what we're saying is we played it before.
Yeah.
You didn't.
So.
We-
Alright, so I didn't play one game before.
You haven't played most of them. You sort of cheated your way to the
No,
end.
most of the games we review these days, we actually play them first.
Right, okay.
Anyway,
I have
this
cheated
is
on
back in the day.
Four.
This is back in the day.
4 of them.
Back in the day. All right.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's
Right.
irrelevant.
No.
So back to MediEvil. You
Yes.
swine.
Oh, I think this is where I found that really weird code cheat, wasn't it? You could sort of like look around the level, but it wasn't quite the one we were after, was it?
That's right.
Yes, they're entering the cheats because the menu has just appeared for it. But the what the hell was I going to say?
Don't know.
I had something. Oh, the last boss battle. To begin with, it looks like you're gonna go up against him at first straight away, but instead he sends out this like army of skeletons even. Sorry.
Skeleton's fine.
I'm
That's
thinking-
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. And you then get your own army, and you'll see they're green for some reason or another, indicating their health from what I remember. And you have to wander around and use your sword to sort of electrocute them to keep their health up while they fight the other army. And once you've kicked their ass, he then comes down and turns into a bloody great dragon.
Oh,
You
that's
have to
nice of him.
kick his ass, which I remember was an utter bastard. But there's some quite interesting boss battles in this as well. There's the stained glass monster and the church level where you had to his heart would sort of come out and you had to fuck it over with bows and arrows. There was a giant pumpkin, from what I remember.
Oh, there was always a giant pumpkin.
Oh god, oh, this one is like fucking.
My pen got stuck to the iPad.
Yeah,
Magnetized.
actually, I don't think you dropped your pen in the last podcast, did you?
I may have done.
Oh, right, you
Tell you what, shall I just...
There we
There you
go. I feel better now. You'll do it naturally in a minute. Now,
Yeah.
just to tell you.
Well, not unless I don't pick the pen up. If I drop the iPad, that's a different story altogether.
There'll certainly be more of just a little clink on the floor.
Yeah, just a little.
It'll be a bang of
It'll be a kaboom!
yes, of however many
Splish.
pounds was spent on it.
We need to review that at some point because that is possibly the best Zelda game ever. In my opinion, I enjoy it. It's fantastic. I love the cell shading, but anyway. But I haven't played the last two, so who am I to talk?
Yeah. But yeah,
They're all really good.
Every time you go to the Hall of Heroes as well, that's another thing. You get like a new weapon
Yeah.
of someone. Once you get only if you get the chalice within the level though, which you have to
Oh,
get.
that's nasty.
Yeah, that's it.
Get the chalice.
What was the one we came with? Trempiles. There it is.
Yeah.
Let's not go back down that road again.
That's what she said.
But I think you had to fill up the chalice. You had to kill as many souls as possible, and they would go off into fill it up, and then you could go and collect it. Then, so it was always handy if you found it before you could actually pick it up, because then you'd know where it was, and you wouldn't have to go around searching for the bastard for however many hours it usually took. But and like if you got that, they'd send you to the Hall of Heroes, and you'd end up talking to
You'll be dead.
A green glowing statue,
right?
Of which is a hero that would give you a brand new weapon every time you went in. I think my favourite one was when you got this. I think it was one of the last ones you went to, and you got this fucking great sword. That was about. It was like Final Fantasy.
7
levels of being a sword.
Final
like
Fantasy insert number here.
Yeah.
And as we do this podcast, they're all on sale on the PlayStation Network.
But don't be like this fool here.
Well, no, because I'm still going to play it.
Buy
I bought
one
it.
and don't read the print
I
at the
bought
bottom that
it.
says PSP only.
I bought Final Fantasy IV, the complete edition.
And
I mean, I'll still play it on
£12
the PSP because I've got Final Fantasy IV, the normal version for the PS1. Because years and years ago, I bought all the Final Fantasy games apart from 3 on the PS1 on disc, and now they're all on the network for like £3 something. And I'm like, I've got them on disc. Do I really need to spend $3.60 on each one?
Well, if you've got one disc, there's no point buying.
And that's what I thought. So I bought 4 because it's the complete edition, and I've not got the extra bits. So, but unfortunately for me, I can't play it on the PlayStation 3. I've got to play it on the PSP.
Yeah. Well, that's a small price to pay.
But then I've got 2 PSPs, and they need to get some use. So.
2 PSPs are more money than sense.
Yeah. Well, no, because I bought one second hand. So.
Oh, there you go.
The main reason behind that PSP, and this is another reason why I think we should do a general gaming podcast, because we've
digressed again. Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I bought 2 PSPs was so I could play MediEvil on my PSP for one, but there's Pixel Junk Monsters for the PSP, and that's a 2-player game, and I bought it for myself and my girlfriend to play.
No, that's
and we could dance behind trees in Mr. whatever his name is.
Of course.
The Pixel Junk Monster.
But
anyway,
the only reason I really bought it was so I could have like Metal Gear Solid.
Well, that's the only reason you buy anything.
Yes,
that's
Metal Gear Solid. The only reason I got a PS1.
Yeah.
The only reson I got a No, it wasn't. Sorry, no PS2. Sorry. The only reason I got a PS3. the only reason
you wanted a
3DS.
3DS.
Yeah. It's just I am scum for
the only reason you're getting the HD collection.
Yeah, I am a whore for a slag of the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Anyway, MediEvil.
Yeah, but one thing I did like as well is that it was it's all British as well.
Yeah.
So it's black humour, but it's British black humour, which makes it even. It's like the villain says.
Delicious.
The villain says, "Oh bugger," which I've never heard in a game before. But that's incredible. Oh bugger. But it's just one of those. It's hard. I will give it that. I won't. The levels, don't be fooled by the fact that it's a comedic game. It is still quite challenging in places.
Yeah, well, the British side of it doesn't surprise me because it's it's published by Sony Computer Entertainment, and it's developed by their own Cambridge studio.
Oh well, there you go then. That's
which it was formed in '97. They're basically known for
that screensaver is really distracting. Can you turn it off, please? I'm sitting there. I haven't taken my eyes off it for quite some time.
There you go.
That's better.
There you go.
I can concentrate.
We need to get some of these podcasts out of the way so you can play From Dust.
Oh yes.
But if you don't get to play today, you will do.
I will get to some
You
point.
will
Yes, I'm in no hurry.
Yeah. But yeah, they've this developer they did Frogger for the PlayStation.
Oh God, I remember that.
MediEvil 1 and 2, C12 Final Resistance. Then for the PS2 they did Primal Ghost Hunter, 24 the game. That's them.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
They've also done for the PSP MediEvil Resurrection and Little Big Planet.
Oh yeah,
and
I played that.
and the PlayStation Move travesty that is TV Superstars for the PS3.
Oh, dear.
And apparently they're down for an untitled Killzone game on the Vita, which I will be getting one of, just not straight away.
I'm not spending that. You could buy a PlayStation for less.
That's exactly what Ant said, and that's my approach to it.
That's why I'm going to wait. Yeah, okay, it might have an Uncharted game on there, but the only reason I'd really rush for it if a particular franchise was to go onto it.
Yeah.
So if they port Metal Gear Solid 4 on it, I'm going to have to start saving. But
not anytime soon.
no,
You're safe.
Yeah.
For
now. Yeah. But that's the thought, actually. If you liked this, I'm going to do this before we get to the recommendations one, because these are completely different.
Yeah.
And you've got a PSP, get the remake of this, which was MediEvil Resurrection, because it was... They did a really good job of rebooting it, and it was actually a lot more comedic. I don't think I was...
Wrong way, Ant. There we go.
I think I'm using an invulnerability cheat by some chance, because that boulder should have killed me.
Yeah.
And that one.
You're just letting them bounce off.
Yeah. Come on, I can take you. But the
like scum.
Yeah, but the remake was actually really well thought out, and they had like new levels in there, and I think there was a very Yorkshire mare as well. That was quite amusing.
Octopus.
A very very fat Yorkshire mare, but. And
I think there's a bit of cheating going on this.
Yeah,
one.
there is a bit, and like the Hall of Heroes stuff as well was redone really nicely. Like the chap who gives you the bow and arrow was extraordinarily camp, which was quite funny. And
without the master, we give our
I
lives.
thought someone was either burping or farting then, but
No,
it's a
that would
moped,
be an
which is not
extended
far
one.
off.
Yeah.
But and like MediEvil 2 was really well thought out as well. I might have to try and hunt that out on eBay and get that one, because that was very good. That one. It was like this one, but
better.
Twice as good, and it was in London as well. No, Victorian London.
Delicious.
Yes, it's very well thought out game. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's challenging. I won't deny it that at all. Some of the levels are bastards, but at the same time, that's what you want from a game, really, isn't it?
Yep.
You don't want it to be easy, because if it's easy, then it turns
You
into
want it to be
Rugrats.
sufficiently easy, but not too difficult. You want it, depending on your ability, you want it to reach a certain level.
Yeah. Oh no. I think by skipping to this level, I may have broken the game.
Yeah. Which I think we found out, and then we stopped capturing, I think.
Yeah.
So 3 we'd recommend.
What did we say they were again?
Planescape Torment for the PC,
Yeah.
which is a Dungeons and Dragons style third person, like isometric perspective game, adventuring and so on and so forth. And the sense of humour is quite similar to this. I found. You've got a talking skull that follows you around, and he just hovers.
It's not like Boney, is he?
A little bit.
I say.
He's a little bit like Boney, but he's also very much like
these imps are fuckers.
in Monkey Island, the skeleton in Secret Monkey Island. Escape from Monkey Island. Is that the third one?
I can't remember.
But anyway, the third Monkey Island game where you've got Murray, the skeleton head.
Yeah.
He's a former pirate, and he's actually a skull now.
That's one thing as well. Sorry to butt in.
Yeah.
I didn't mention. It's a very adult game as well.
Yeah.
It may be humorous, but it's not for kids by any stretch of the imagination. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. So Planescape Torment's the first one would suggest. Banjo-Kazooie, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Suggested, which I would also heartily recommend, which we still haven't done a review for.
No.
I mean, we're like 100 plus episodes in, and we still haven't reviewed like Banjo-Kazooie, Parappa the Rapper. There's
there's
absolutely loads.
There's
so many.
Yeah. I mean, the original Spyros. I mean, I may have done the
Mario
real ones.
64.
Yeah,
No.
God,
We've
yeah.
barely
that's a
touched
thought,
the
yeah.
N64. There's hardly anything we've done on that. I mean, I've got.
We've only done like 2 games of it, haven't we? If that, I think we've only done 1. GoldenEye.
Yeah, I think GoldenEye's pretty much the only one we've done so far. But anyway, there's lots of classic games. I mean, the Dreamcast, we've barely even scraped the surface on that.
Have we
The
done
SNES.
a game on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What did we do? I
We
can't
did.
remember.
There's Virtua Tennis.
Oh, of course,
2.
yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry,
that
yeah.
hasn't gone up there though.
Well, it will have by the time this
Oh,
one goes
right,
up.
sorry, yes.
Yes, we have done it.
Choo Choo Rocket, we've done that on the Dreamcast.
Oh, God, yeah.
And Crazy Taxi is going up at some point. The original with the original Offspring soundtrack.
Yeah, not the new one.
That's it's £2 on the network at the moment, but
It's the new, not
it's
very
the
good
new
version.
remade version. So I mean, I don't need to buy that.
I've played it. Happens, and it wasn't very good.
Yeah. So Banjo-Kazooie, Planescape Torment, and whatever else you said. It wasn't MediEvil 2 because we replaced that.
No, we
with
changed that
Banjo-Kazooie.
one with Banjo-Kazooie. What the friggin' hell was the other
Whatever
one?
else you said.
We need to write these down as well.
Yeah, you said at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, crikey, where am I? I think this was the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that level. That was fucking hard, that was.
that doesn't help the people listening.
No, it's the one.
The third game.
Oh, bleed now. What did we say? Banjo-Kazooie, that one.
Planescape Torment.
Thank you. And I don't know what we said the other one was.
I should have written them down, really.
Yes, I can't remember what we said.
Do you want to say MediEvil 2 then?
Yeah, just go with MediEvil 2, yeah. Go down that road. We'll remember it now the minute we turn it off.
More than likely. But, right, anything else you want to add? I mean, we're quite a way in anyway, so...
Yeah. It looked nice as well.
Yeah, it does.
Not so much the in-game stuff, although that does look quite nice as well. The FMVs look very nice. No, I think it was just around the time when the PlayStation was able to cope with like smoother FMVs, and they weren't so like the frame rate wasn't so slow. They were able to speed
Abe's
it up
Odyssey.
That was it.
Well
Yes,
done.
well remembered, sir. Yes.
Stylistically and visually, it is quite similar as well. In that respect.
It is.
Well
and
done, that
humorous
man.
as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Give that
so
man an
scrap
eyebrow.
MediEvil 2, although you can still play that.
Yeah. No, I will still review that one.
We're not telling you not to play it.
Yeah,
No,
but also
just
play
telling
Abe.
us to scrap it for the
Hello.
minute.
We haven't reviewed that yet either.
Oh God, yeah.
The amount of games
Abe's
we haven't
Odyssey,
done.
ridiculously difficult.
Yeah.
Abe's Exodus, better.
Ridiculously difficult,
But-
but with a quick save feature, which was a godsend.
Hello.
And it was the better
Follow
game
me.
I find as well. Any game where you could hypnotise your fart was Ace.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, yeah, right, that wraps things up. If you want to get in touch, drop us an email, info@randomstoke.com. If you want to visit the website, randomstoke.com, we've got our audio productions, probably video productions eventually. There's the YouTube channel, the blog, and the Twitter feed. It's all available on there. Rich has given up and he's going to the toilet.
Yep.
Battery's leaving.
Yeah.
I've been sat there sniffling for the last hour, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he's gone.
He's left.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening if you have been, and goodbye. This has been a Random Stoke production. Please visit www.randomstoke.com for more.